with color. I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun.
I'm so glad I
That's my
can
nephew,
go
Caleb.
Oh.
Well, welcome to my panel.
We love you, sugar.
So, I thought we could just chat and hang out. I just want so many questions. I want to answer everything that you've ever wanted to know about me. I will say that I am a huge fan of Anime Revolution. I can't believe that this is the first year this is happening. I feel like we're a big family. There's so many faces out here that I've hung out with all weekend and had so many great photo booths with. I've been picked up by so many people in this room. It's pretty awesome. So why don't we kick it off with some questions, shall we? Hold on. And I have gifts.
Sweet. You're giving out swag now?
I'm giving out swag.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I have a movie coming out. This is the poster right here. It's called For a Good Time Call. It's a comedy and it's rated R. So
Yeah, I can go.
and it's super duper rated R. So
Yay for being an adult.
Woo!
anyway, yeah, it's gonna be good. So if you know me from YTV, all of those memories are gonna be corrupted. I know. It's true.
Sounds fun.
Okay, first question over there.
Do you have a boyfriend?
That was a great question.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Woo!
Would anyone like to apply for the job?
Yes. Yes.
Well done.
To my panel. Yes.
How does it make you feel that I have been watching you since I was about 3 years old?
Honestly, it makes me feel really proud. I am so stoked to hear that. I think that a lot of you in this room know me from YTV. Is that true? Raising it's such a wonderful, warm feeling, and I love coming back to Canada because I've been living in the States for 5 years, and they don't know YTV. And the minute that I get off the plane, yeah,
missing out.
Feel the love. They are missing out, right? But I really, I can feel the love from all of you guys, and it's just so amazing. For you.
Oh, yay.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite voice that you've done in a cartoon or an anime? Number one favorite.
Honestly, it sounds like cheating because we're all here for Sailor Moon. It really is Rini. She
Yay.
was the first cartoon voice I had ever done. And so right there's a special bond. But above and beyond that, I was with Rini for so many hours. Like there were just so many episodes, as you guys know, of Sailor Moon that I did. And I haven't had such an intense work schedule with another cartoon since. And there was just a special bond over her because there's so much of her that is like me. I love doing characters because I get to, delve into the young part of my soul and stay there while I'm in the booth. And you know Rini, she's so much trouble and she's such a little dreamer. And I honestly, I miss her. It's kind of emotional because I wish that I could be voicing her all the time. Second would have to be Wish Bear from the Care Bears.
Yes. Woo!
Yes,
Loved Wish Bear.
Wasn't Wish Bear so great?
Yeah.
And
Wish Bear
that
was the best.
It was a movie, and that was the first movie that I did, and I got to be the lead in the second movie, Care Bears Big Wish. And I had my very own song, and it has been my dream since I was little to do a song in an animated movie, and so Wish Bear gave me that opportunity. Do you guys want to hear a little bit of the song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm nervous. I said that and then I got nervous. Here we go. Oh. Close. I was only 2 people away.
Well.
You're getting better.
Well, technically.
I wish all my troubles away, all my dreams come true. I wish for blue skies every day, and I can wish it for you. Why would I wait for what a wish can create? Oh, why would I work so hard? I wish, wishing is great.
was wonderful.
It was perfect. Beautiful.
Thank you. But yes, back there.
How many characters have you voiced?
I voiced, oh man, that's hard to say, but it's definitely, I think it's the number's at 37 or something right now. No. There you go.
Oh. You need like one of those shirt guns.
Catapult.
Shirt cannons.
T-shirt can.
Yes. Yes, he likes me. It was a really big leap, actually. It was really, really, really different. At YTV, in the zone, our set, it was actually a very, very small room. It was, I mean, it was like, I don't know, it was tiny. And
It looked so
it
big.
was only a crew of, it was me, Carlos. We had an audio guy that wasn't even in the room. So in the room, it was just, it was me, Carlos, and the camera guy. So 3 people in the room.
We loved the camera guy.
Camera guy's amazing.
A bug in our ear that we could hear the control room. So 3 people in the room. I could hear my friend Lisa, who was our producer, in my ear, and there was an audio guy, and that was it. And then I went to Weeds was my next really big thing, the show Weeds that's on
Woo!
Showtime. Have you guys seen
Yeah.
that? I played Linda Hamilton, who was from Terminator. She played Sarah Connor. I played her girlfriend on the show, which was really fun. And I had dreads, which was awesome. But going from YTV to that set it was terrifying because there was so many people around, and it just, YTV was like going and hanging out with my family, whereas this was like a whole bunch of strangers, and I had to act for them, and it was really cold in the studio. But I fell in love with it immediately too. Great question. The last time I saw Carlos was, he comes to Los Angeles to do junkets, so he comes down to interview stars of movies. I can't remember what movie he was there for, but I think it was maybe about 4 months ago. No, he was there for the Kids' Choice Awards, and he came and we visited. But every time he comes to LA, we spend time together. Carlos really is one of my dearest friends, and don't let him fool you. I gave him his job.
Yeah.
I did choose him, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just kidding. When Carlos came in, it was awesome because we had such a variety of people. I remember there was this one dude who was like 6'7" or something, huge. And
Wow.
I would have been talking to his thigh the whole time. He was out. And then when Carlos came in, picking a co-host it's a very hard thing because you know that you're going to be in that studio with them for so long, and like I said, it's such an intimate environment, and Carlos and we immediately just started riffing, and Carlos is so talented. He is by far way more talented than I am. He knows every lyric to every song that's ever come out. And I don't know, he just completely wowed me in the room. And weren't we the best pair?
Yeah.
Yes. I miss YTV terribly. I really, really do. The other day, some of you have already heard this, but I miss doing characters so much. I really love dressing up, as so many of you guys do too. I love getting into character, and YTV gave me such a fun opportunity to do that. And so the other day I was asked to make some promotional videos for my friend's poutine food truck. And they asked me to, go on the street and interview people about poutine. And I was like, that sounds boring. So I wrote them back and I was like, I'll do it if I can create a character. So I decided to be a 57-year-old truck driver. And this truck driver, her name is Beth. And she talks like this. And she loves poutine. All she can think about is poutine. I love poot. And so I didn't stop thinking about YTV while I was
great.
her and playing her because YTV is what introduced me to that, and so that's one big thing I miss. And then I just miss you guys. I miss having some sort of connection to Canada and to the fans, and
We'll send you mail.
I miss entertaining you guys, I guess.
You'll always be in our heart.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna do it with a very rated R movie.
Ow!
Way at the back, just because I can't wait to throw this to you.
What's your secret?
No, my mom, this is my brother here in the second row. This is Adam.
Hi.
And Adam has the same gene, and so does my mom and my grandmother. I don't know, we do not age. So.
Woo!
That's a good thing.
It is a good thing. I think you were asking it in a positive way, right? Or are you like worried?
What's going on?
Second cover.
Everybody run. Hide under the chairs.
Brace yourselves.
Oh!
Smooth. Is everyone's favorite part of the panel me throwing these?
Yes!
Yes. I left YTV because number one, it was the hardest decision I've ever made because I was so happy there. I had such a great life going on, but I really have always wanted to be in film. I've always wanted to be in the movies, and I knew that eventually it would happen for me. You know, you get a sense and you have to follow that dream, and I think that I would have been sad if I didn't give Los Angeles a try, and if I didn't give acting a try, and it got to a point where if I didn't leave then, I just would have never left. And so, yeah, but it honestly was the hardest day. Do you guys remember my last show at all?
Yes. It was horrible.
It was upsetting.
I cried a little.
It was
I swear to God,
horrible.
I did.
Well, I was crying that entire day. Like it was just such an emotional, hard choice. But I can't wait to bring you guys films, and I would like to make my own films, and that's something that we will be able to share together forever. And YTV, you know, I would have gotten old, and I would have started to look old, and I couldn't do that forever. Whereas
Doubt
film,
it.
I know I'll be able to bring you guys stuff for such a long, long, long time. Not all rated R stuff.
Aww.
Dang it.
For those of you who can't feel these yet, they're very soft. So I'm not hurting too much.
You could take somebody's eye with that.
Right back here in the blue shirt.
What's your favorite cartoon of all cartoons?
My favorite cartoon of all cartoons, movies, or television?
Anything.
I really liked Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. Woo! She knows what's up.
My favorite cartoon
What are we going to
would be
tomorrow night, Pinky?
typical Little Mermaid.
Wait, Brian?
Which I just love.
What are we going
I'm
to
a
do
huge
tomorrow night,
Disney
Brian?
and Pixar fan. I love so many. I could list them all off right now. Do you guys remember A Bug's Life?
Yeah!
Bug's Life is seriously funny. Ratatouille.
Oh,
So
that's a
great.
good one.
Anime-wise, I was always a very big Dragon Ball Z fan.
Woo! Your Kamehameha is not very good.
Where? Just no.
Oh, too far.
You guys are so nice. If this was a baseball game, the person to catch it would be
Mad?
hitting that ball. Yeah, so I mean, I'm an animation fan to the anime days. Actually, if I didn't get into acting, I wanted to be in animation. I wanted to go to Sheridan College and try for animation. So, how about here the Sonic? I've met Maurice. He's insane. But in such a great way, such a
back a while ago.
Such a great range. And that's
You like to
something
clap?
that
I do. I really like to clap and keep my hand up so I can
is
talk.
range. I think I've started to develop mine more now, but at first, like when I was doing Rini, that was the only voice that I knew how to do, really. Somebody asked me in another panel if, people only ask me to do little girl voices, because that's obviously what God said I should do.
I would have never guessed.
But now I've gotten to a place where people know my range, and you guys will be exposed over years to all of my different personalities. Not close. And next. How about back here with the headphones on?
How did you get into voice acting?
I got into voice acting because, I wanted to be an actor. I discovered that I wanted to be an actor when I was in high school. And we had to do some English presentation or something, and I decided to do a play. Actually, it was a friend of mine who was handicapped, and we did this play that moved my classroom away. And I just felt this new sort of magic, and felt like, okay, this is what I'm good at. I can move people. And so it was in high school that I decided that I wanted to be an actor, and then I didn't really, coming from where we come from in Scarborough, there wasn't a lot of examples around, and it didn't feel very accessible to be an actor, so I kind of knew what I wanted, didn't know how it was going to happen, and then ended up on the radio. Radio was never something that I planned on doing, and I just sort of would tell everyone that I met at the store. I worked at Roots Canada, and I would tell everyone that I met, like, oh yeah, I'm Sugar, whatever. Yeah, I want to be an actor. I don't know what's going to happen, and I would tell more and more people. And it happened to be one night at a Roots Christmas party, and I got up on the stage, and Quamster Monster, who also is the person that gave me my Sugar Baby nickname, he pulled me off the stage. He was like, you have this crazy energy. I would love to have you come down to the station. And so I did, and started doing Sugar Baby Kisses in the middle of the night on his hip-hop show, which was Wednesday nights from like 11 to 1, which my parents were not big fans of. But they became big fans when they heard me on the radio, which is funny. But through that radio station, again, I kept up that resolve to let the world know that I love doing this, but I do want to be an actor. And because I kept letting people know this, sooner or later, somebody makes the connection, and one of the other DJs knew a voice agent who called me one day while I was doing the morning show and said, like, have you ever thought about doing voice acting? And I had loved cartoons, but it didn't really click to me that that was acting. Those were, cartoons, and they're doing their thing, and I leave them alone. And so I went in to meet with her, and she heard my voice, let me audition for something before I had even signed for her. That happened to be Sailor Moon, and I booked that part, and then the rest is history. Does that answer your question? I feel like I just rambled. Oh, yes. And for that, you may ask your question. I got my job at YTV because when I was on the radio, I started to get some, people started writing articles about my weird little voice, and I had released the song, the Real Sugar Baby song, and when I released that, there was just this rush of attention on me, and through that rush, YTV became aware of me, and Mad Dog, who was one of the co-hosts of the radio show that I was on, he knew somebody at YTV and called them and said, you should consider Shug to be the co-host. And then I went in, and I'll never forget my audition for YTV because it was so weird. Melanie York was the executive producer, and my audition was, I had to, first time I went in, she made me talk, sorry, this is hard to explain, but she made me have a conversation between my two shoes. So she was like, I don't know what I want you to do. And I was sitting there like, okay. She's like, have a conversation between your two shoes. All right. And then jumped right into it, and for the next half an hour, I put on this whole show between my two shoes. Forgot Melanie was even in the room. They had like a huge backstory, and then they got in like a big fight, and then one pulled out the other one's laces, and a huge thing. And then I kind of snapped back and realized where I was, and in that moment, I could sense from her that she fell in love with what I was up to, and then I got the job. You never know what your shoes can do for you. I'll give you one. If you are anywhere close to the person asking a question, just duck down. Yes.
Can we expect to hear you in a Disney film?
Yes. Don't know which one. I just went in for Disney right before I left to come here on a show called Thunderbeards. My last name is Beard.
Yeah.
My brother has a beard. I'm meant to be a Thunderbeard pirate, so hopefully that comes through. But yes, you can definitely expect that. That is my goal, and that is going to happen for sure. And if they don't let me anytime soon, I'll just write my own. And I'll call it Disney. Yes, darling. I'm not really. No.
It's totally rated R.
This is rated R. I really want to do comedies. I love comedic roles. I actually do also want to do like really intelligent and funny for everyone family movies. I don't think that there's a lot of them out there, and so I would like to make movies that can apply to the whole family. Definitely comedy though. I also am so amazing at drama, so that's going to come up too. But yeah, I would say family comedy. Yes! As we grow and improve all through the day. Okay, yes.
Do you ever find it hard when you were in Canada and you were trying to watch other things? Did you ever find it hard to get out of being sugar?
That is such a great question, and no, I couldn't get out of it, which is one of the reasons that I decided to come to California. When you have a persona on TV, especially for YTV, and I was such a goof, and which I am, all of those things, but it was too hard for the producers and directors to see me in any other way, I went in once on, this is maybe an inappropriate story, but I went in once on a show called This Is Wonderland, which is a Canadian show. It's like this serious, drama, law show, and and I read the part. I got in, and they're like, "Sugar, hey!" And I was like, "Hey!" But it was a really serious role. I was a store clerk, and somebody was stealing from me, and so I read the part, and I did it kind of sweet, "Oh, you can't take that, whatever." And then they're like, "Okay, do it again, but do it with more attitude." And I did it again. But I could tell that they weren't really reacting. So then, instinctually, I don't know why, I lunged at them to really have attitude, and I was like, "I will kill you!" And then I snuck out of the room. And then I got the part. But yes, that was something that I needed to do to break their image of what I was on my TV. That was a great question. Let's go over this way. Yes, with the fun hair in the front.
If they were to make a movie of your life, who would you want to play you?
I would love some suggestions.
Yourself.
Yeah, I would like to play myself. But then would it be a documentary?
Yes. And no.
Maybe Serena Gomez.
I don't think she could get the voice.
No.
I don't think it's true. She does have that little raspy voice. That was a bad catch.
Your
I don't know who else. Maybe my sister.
It bounced into his camera, though.
Adam, would you be up for the role? Huh? Good, right? And you wouldn't even have to shave your beard. Oh, how about wave that?
For the movie, For Good Time Call, how was it working on sets? Did you get a chance to work with Seth Rogen? How was it, and what character did you play?
Great, all of that. That set was really comfortable. Seth Rogen is a friend of mine, actually, and so being around that whole crew was great. I don't work with Seth in this movie. Seth's shot is, he does like a cameo in the movie, so that shot that you guys see of him in the trailer, like that's his main shot. But the girl in the movie is actually his wife. So Lauren, the dark-haired one, is his wife, and she wrote the movie, and so I've known them for a long time, so I was around the whole process. Being on set of that movie was amazing. They kind of let me do whatever I want, so that doesn't always happen, but because, you know, we're all friends, it was a very comfortable atmosphere, and they actually ended up using most of the lines that I made up, which I should be ashamed of, not proud of, because they're very rated R. But funny. And the character that I play in the movie, her name is Chrissy, and they start a company out of their apartment, which is doing tantalizing phone calls for callers. You guys are picking up?
Yeah.
We get
I want to say the words, just in case we have any minors listening.
We do.
But I apply for a job to perform these tantalizing phone calls, and I get the job. But Chrissy has a big secret. Which I can't tell you. And I can't wait for you to see. But she has a secret. Nobody even knows that she has a secret, so don't tell anyone that. But it really is such a funny movie, and it's got a lot of heart, and while it is rated R, it's a very, very sweet story. That was this part. We're going to stick over the side. How about there with the glowing box?
Do you have any tips for aspiring voice actors?
I do have some tips for aspiring voice actors. I think that right now, online is kind of a great way to get your start. And there are a bunch of different websites that basically act as voice agents online right now. So there's one, for example, called Voice123. And you go on there and you create a profile like you would in Facebook or whatnot, and you upload your voice demo. And through that, a bunch of different animation companies and commercial companies use these online agencies and choose people right from there. So I would go on there, listen to the different demos, and make your demo. I think that it's so easy to do these days with a lot of my auditions. I have to do an audition later at my brother's house, and I will just close myself in his closet and record myself on my iPhone and submit it that way. There's so much great technology right now that you can really easily make a quality demo. And on that demo, I would put, some accents, some fun voices, and do like a spec commercial. So just, make up a commercial like, today on TV, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, or like, buy toothpaste from Shoppers, something. Just make up some commercial and put it on your demo, and then upload your demo and see what happens from there. If you start getting bites, I think that from there you take that demo and tell them that people have been interested, even if you're not getting jobs, but if you're getting interest, I think that's enough leverage to have you go into an agency and let them know that you want in. And to find an agency, ACTRA Toronto or ACTRAVancouver.com has a list. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Over here, yes.
It's me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a favorite film or movie that you like, other than this one?
Yes. Have you guys heard of or seen Harold and Maude? Harold and Maude is a great film. It's older. New stuff. I really liked Step Brothers. I thought that was really good. Not sure. I'm a huge movie buff, but there's never really been like my specific ones. Older movies, I like something called Paper Moon is a great one. Yeah. I don't know. What movies have you seen that I haven't even seen Batman yet.
Oh,
I know.
it's good.
Is it so good?
It's really long, but it's really good. It's totally worth it.
I haven't seen it either.
It's worth it. Go see it together.
worth it.
I'll come too. I'll see it again with you. It's okay.
Who has not asked a question yet? Yes, back here. Sorry, what was that one? If I could choose any other job other than acting, what would I choose? Mortician. No. I think I would like to run a bookstore on an island somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah. I know that sounds boring, but it sounds like heaven to me. And it would be the coolest bookstore. There would be all of the books that you ever wanted. And then in one corner it would be like an acoustic setup. So you could come and play guitar for me if you wanted. And then we would have teas and sandwiches. And then it would be fabulous. So that's my other life. That I would. And it would also act as a flower shop.
You've thought about this too much.
I've thought about it a little bit much. There would be a candy
Is this
corner.
what you do on the plane or something?
Candy that you want.
Is this what you do on the
An
plane or
art
something?
Corner, sorry. Art corner with woodworking. It sounds great.
When does it open?
It's a bit of museum. It's a bit of future. Homer.
Yes. I remember on YTV there was a lot of humorous commercials of you and Carlos promoting The Zone. Is there any particular favorite of yours?
There was a lot of what commercials?
Humorous commercials promoting The Zone.
With you and Carlos.
Like what happened in the commercial?
Like,
You don't
what
remember?
I remember was it was like praising you and making fun of Carlos, saying that you were better than him.
Oh. Well, that's always my favorite thing. I don't remember that. But probably that one. I wish that I could remember them clearer. We did so much stuff. When you have a show that happens 5 days a week, you know, we pumped out so much stuff. Those commercials are hard to remember. I do remember there was like little breaks where we like lean into, we'd be like, then lean in to YTV or into the camera and be like, up next on the Zone or something, or up next on YTV. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
I got hurt that day because they had us on like a spinning wheel and I fell off and like, broke my ankle. Not broke it. I exaggerate a little bit.
Sprained it a little bit or something?
Pardon?
Sprained it a little bit?
I sprained it a little
Okay,
bit.
okay.
So whenever I saw those, I was like, oh, that day.